So my name's Scott Shanks, and I volunteer for Yorkhill Green Spaces really just because it's my local green space, and it's coming out and actually doing stuff every 2 weeks is a really wonderful sort of thing. At the end of a sort of volunteering, makes you feel so good, gets you outside even in the kind of winter, rainy, kind of sort of slightly snowy day. It's wonderful just to have something to come out and do and spend some time. It's a good excuse instead of sitting in front of the TV and sort of things. But I think in the last 2 years with kind of COVID, I think it's been so much more important just to come outside, to have like something to do. That 1 hour a day that you were allowed to go out and do stuff at the very start of, I was out here digging and weeding and putting in more flowers and just having a look for the biodiversity that's kind of sit around about. So I think just giving back to the local community and actually just enjoying the green space. You enjoyed it so much more when you've actually kind of sort of helped actually sort of make it what it is. One of the things I was really keen to do when I started volunteering with Yorkhill Green Spaces was to have a look at the biodiversity and trying to sort of do actions that helped and improved the biodiversity that's in the local area. And I think in the last 2-3 years we've kind of encouraged lots of people through Facebook and through the Twitter and just when we're out doing our activities to try and find new species, to take a note of all the plants that we find, even if it's little pavement weeds or whether it's the trees. And actually, I think the excitement of people finding something new that's not been found, and actually we found not just new stuff for Yorkhill, stuff that's brand new for Glasgow, is really exciting. And I think that you see how really chuffed people are like sort of finding things. So we've currently, I think in the last 2 years, we've now got 950 species of insects and wildflowers and plants that we've managed to record kind of around about Yorkhill, which is fantastic. I'm sure there's nature reserves that probably don't have that. And I think the thing is, we're just like an average area of Glasgow. We're just a couple of green spaces, some areas that are, you know, a sort of wild, some lovely gardens sort of round about, and it's amazing the biodiversity you can find really in the centre of Glasgow, which has been fantastic. So we tend to focus on kind of recording pollinators because we're doing lots of gardening. So things like hoverflies and bumblebees and little solitary bees. So I think we've got about 30 species of bees that we've managed to record, which I think is pretty amazing. Lots and lots of little solitary bees, but I think we've now got 9 species of bumblebees that we've recorded here as well as little honeybees. And we've got about 30 species of hoverflies that we've recorded. And just in the last year, we've found a few new hoverflies. So one of the things that we've done to encourage the biodiversity and to make things better is put in some wildflower strips. So we've kind of, instead of the grass that you can kind of sort of see round about us, the amenity grassland that was kind of in here, we looked at a few areas where we could actually remove that turf, remove some of the nutrients, and then sow with kind of wildflowers to encourage pollinators and to have more wildflowers kind of in there. So the strip just behind us was our very first sort of wildflower strip, which is only, I think it's probably about 25 metres in length, and it's only maybe 2 metres sort of wide. But it was amazing the number of species that actually turned up in the first year. So lots of lovely cornfield annuals was there to kick things off as the perennials and the biennials sort of came in. And this is now the 3rd year, I think, that we're going, and it just gets better and better. So there's things that we sowed, but also things that have just come in, flower-wise, kind of sort of into there. And the species of little solitary wasps and bees and things that we find in there is just fantastic. It's not the best this year because of the drought in July, but every other year it's been amazing. But there's still lots of good stuff in there.